Hello, and thank you so much for clicking on the video. As you might have suspected from the thumbnail, this video is about a very carefully curated list of books that will hopefully help you think from the ground up how to live in alignment with reason and virtue, how to cut through chaos and noise with clarity, how to build ideas, not just react to them, and how to lead yourself and others with depth. You know, there's a lot of buzz these days around the value of getting a classical education. People saying left and right.
Learn to think, learn to speak, learn to read.
Learn to read, learn to write, Christ. Well, I put my money where their mouths are, and let me tell you, I started reading what people are calling literature and philosophy. In 2024, I read both The Republic and the Nicomachean Ethics, both of which, I gotta say, really pop the top off the abyss of knowledge, if you will. If that sounded smart, great. The Republic and Nicomachean Ethics, while they are both incredibly tough books, the juice is well worth the squeeze. What you get out of both of them is not measurable. I can't even explain it, but you know what? Hell, I'm going to do my best. The classical path, aside from hopefully building mental biceps akin to the size of a Greek god, thank you very much, will show you how to think not just clearly, but coherently, to live in alignment with reason, virtue, and reality. And in phase 1, the list of books that will help us do so are as follows. Batting leadoff, we have Plato's 5 Dialogues by, you guessed it, Plato. We have the dialogues of Euthyphro, Apology, Credo, Meno, and Phaedo. I have the second edition by Hackett Publishing. Our second book in this list, another dialogue of Plato's, we have Gorgias. In the event my wife watches this video, this dialogue was named after her. I have the Oxford World Classic edition of this, and this is essentially about the struggle to overcome the temptations of worldly success and to concentrate on genuine morality. The third book in this curated list, we have another dialogue of Plato's, and that is the Symposium. Again, another Oxford World Classic here. This is Plato imagining high society at a dinner party in Athens. And the topic of this particular discussion is love. Who says philosophy isn't romantic? With those first 3 books, what we're looking to do is really delve into Socratic inquiry and intellectual honesty. We learn to ask questions that expose hidden contradictions, assumptions, lazy thinking in yourself and others. And above all, especially with Socratic dialogues, you learn to internalize humility. With Socrates, wisdom is essentially knowing what you don't know. And the result is you'll be philosophically sharp and develop moral integrity. Moving on to one of my personal favorites, you have the Nicomachean Ethics by Aristotle. This is where we get into moral reasoning and virtue ethics, which Plato does, but we're mainly getting it in phase 1 from this book. We'll explore questions like, what makes a good life? How should I act? What sort of person should I become? The result is that we hopefully cultivate a coherent ethical system based not on rules, but on becoming someone worth being. Now, the last book in phase 1 is a book by Epictetus. We have his Discourses and Selected Writings, the Penguin Classic Edition. Put that in focus right there. Now, of course, Epictetus is a Greek Stoic from the early 2nd century, and from Epictetus, we look to learn self-mastery and emotional control. You learn to recognize what is within your control and what's not. We'll ask questions like, what can I change in myself? What is outside of my control? How should I respond to it? How do I cultivate inner peace despite external circumstances? The result is that hopefully you become someone who navigates challenges with emotional resilience, calm, and clarity. So those are the books of phase 1 in our endeavor of cultivating clarity, virtue, and mental mastery. If you got any value out of this video, please hit the like button. And if you have any comments about this list, books you'd like to add, or just overall thoughts in general, leave a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. We'll be extracting a lot of value out of these books over the coming months, coming years even. Reading projects like this, you're never really done, you know? Philosophy, it's a lifetime endeavor, really. So hit that subscribe button because we're going to be talking about these far into the future. But thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.